Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Snowrunner. We're here today in Alaska and we're doing the timber contract. Now this is one of the logging contracts, obviously by the logs on the back of the vehicle. And the reason that we're doing this is one, because I want to show you the task, and two, it's being played on the Xbox Series X. Yes, I know, I finally got my hands on one. Ain't I the lucky guy? But hopefully the videos now, the quality will be a little bit better for you and a little bit clearer. So without further ado, let me show you quickly on the map. I've come from the log station here. We're over in Northport, by the way. So we've come from the log station here. I've picked up the 2 medium logs and I've cut down. I'm going to cut past here, past the garage. We're going to take the long road up, take a left before White Valley and follow it all the way down. Oh, no, towards Mountain River. Going left again and down into the sawmill. Now it's 2 medium logs and 1 set of long logs. So the vehicle that I'm in, any of you that are very knowledgeable will know that this is the mighty 3880, which hopefully all of you can now get your hands on due to the update that was released yesterday. So without yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. I had to think for a second then. So without any further ado, let's get this rolling. Now I was in a bit of a toss-up between using this vehicle or using the Zig 435, which any of you that were playing Mudrunner would be fully aware. Cracking little machine in this. It's actually faster in this in Snowrunner than what it was in Mudrunner. So I might pull that out and use it to take the long logs up. In the meantime, let's get cracking with this. Now if I do decide to swap over to the other truck, when I take this one back to the garage, I'll show you the setup that I stuck on this vehicle. Was it the best setup for me? Yes, I think it was. Now do we risk it for the biscuit? Yes, let's do it. Let's go left. I've got the active suspension on here, so hopefully all-wheel drive is on. Hopefully we shouldn't run into too much difficulty. Alaska isn't a very harsh terrain, but it can be quite challenging in some areas. So this is actually the last contract for this area. I was having a bit of trouble connecting with my Twitch account, and I was having a bit of trouble then. That's why you saw me start off not from the garage where you'd usually see me, or from the sawmill where I was, well, not the sawmill, the log station I should say, was where I was originally going to start it from. But I think I've ironed out some of the problems, so we'll just have to wait and see. Be careful down here so I don't tip over and lose the load, because I haven't got the log carrier crane on the back. So that shaved off a minute or two, I'm hoping. Let's get down this road. So yeah, like I said, this is running on the Xbox Series X. Any of you that have watched all my other videos, thank you for watching them. You might notice that the quality of the videos is going to dramatically improve. Not so much editing wise, because I'm useless at editing. I won't even attempt to edit anything. Everything you see is raw footage of me playing the game. If I mess up, you see me mess up. I don't cut it out, I don't skip, I don't fast forward. What you see is what you get. Now if these help you, in your decisions on what vehicles to use, then half of my job is done. If they entertain you, that's the other half of my job done. And if they do anything else for you, keep that to yourself. So anyone that has, I'm erring guys. So anyone that might have watched a couple of my other videos where I tried to play Call of Duty, I didn't get any responses from that. So if that's something you want to see me continue to do and change things up a bit rather than playing Snowrunner all the time, then I'm more than happy to do that. If Snowrunner is what you're into and what you like, then I will carry on doing the Snowrunner videos until you lot either get bored of me or there's nothing left to show you. So here we are at the sawmill. It's 1 and 2. Now I should point out as well that you can actually delete, if you're playing single player, you can actually delete the trailers. So attach, delete the trailer, yes. Now you won't get money for it, and this is where it says the selected trailer will be deleted without any compensation. If the trailer is used in a quest, the quest will need to be restarted. Accept and refuse. I'm going to accept. So I can fly back to the garage real quick, and I'll show you this setup before we change vehicle. Right, customization wise, engines, I am using the OP iX15 Cummins. Now it is the fastest engine, I believe, to be using in this. It's got plenty of torque, plenty of power, gets the job done. Matched up with that, I use, as you can see, the OP Iggy's R&D gearbox, which again, it's a very fast gearbox, more than capable of doing the job at hand. Now, anybody that's new to playing the game, this will make the vehicle fly. Not fly as in the sky, but it will make the vehicle really fast. And if you're not aware, when you come to a corner, the load will shift and it'll either push you off the road or you'll flip over. So please be aware of that. Suspension, I'm using the SE Hauling active suspension, so I can raise and lower the suspension as and when needed. Tyre wise, now I'm using the bug tyres. So far, touch wood, I haven't run into any issues. As you can see there, they're the 49 OP-IX bug tyres, and it does says will cause bugs. But for me so far, I haven't come across any of you that are using the lesser consoles. Bear in mind, it could cause problems for you. It might not. So there's a whole list of tyres, as you can see there. Moving down to winches, I'm using the SE offline winch, purely because if I do tip over, I need to right myself. So you can use the iX Stream offline winch, but that just throws out a million winch points, and that's not what we really want to be seeing. Diff lock is on. Snorkels, there's a choice of snorkels. All-wheel drive obviously on, and there's rear-wheel drive axles that come as standard, but I sold them to get some money back. Right, as for the frame add-ons, now anybody that's played with the 3880 prior to this would have known what most of the add-ons were. But obviously the reason it was taken down is, one, because it needed to be redefined and sorted out. It did have a couple of little bugs, but nothing that we all complained about. But the main reason it was taken down is to have the log capabilities put on there. And as you can see, the log carrier front, the log carrier that you've just seen me using now, we have the loading crane, and the rest is pretty much as it was before, including that gorgeous rotary 70 tonner. So the rest of them, as you can see, all there. So yeah, that's my setup. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to retain that vehicle, and let's bring out the Zig 435. Now with this one, into customizations, engine wise, I'm using the E21S252. It's a bit of a mouthful when you're not reading it properly. So yeah, that's the biggest engine there. The other one drops it down to an A. The top one gives it A with 2 less points. Gearbox, now I use the multi-purpose. There's not as many gears in there, but I find that it's the fastest one and it's the more capable one. So what your preferences are is entirely up to you. Obviously the raised suspension to help it through the snow. Not a lot of tyre choices. You've got off-road, mud tyres, which as you can see I'm not using at the moment, but I usually use the double MTVs. And I'm unchained at the moment with the 71 CTV. Now I do know the nose sticks out an awful lot on this, but the power in these wheels and the size of them really do help. Winches, we haven't got an offline winch on here, so I'm using the advanced heavy. Yes, it's the most expensive one there, but it's the most capable. And as for frame add-ons, we have the crane, the log carrier front, the IM50 loading crane, massive fuel tank, 2,300 litres in there. Sideboard carrying for cargo. Another sideboard for carrying cargo, but slightly smaller. Spare parts, which is a bit of a strange one because it's right there in the middle, which is pretty weird. That carries 300 points. We have the van body add-on, which you get 2,000 repair points, 4 spare wheels, and 520 litres of fuel. Saddle high, canisters, and that's your lot. As you can see, I've got the canisters attached, and I also have the log carrier. So let's get this out of the garage. Let's get over to the the log mill, the log station even. Wow, my English is absolutely appalling tonight. So we'll get over there. As you can see, it's not very fast, but it's not slow either. And this is one of the mods that I'm sure everybody is going to want to download and have a play around with, especially those ones that used to play it in Snowrunner. So just making my way down without crashing into the cliff, you know. So yeah, short trip back to the logging station. We'll pick up those long logs, and from there we'll make our journey all the way back up to the sawmill. Now any of you that watch this on YouTube, which is where it mainly ends up, if there's any comments or any suggestions you'd like, you know, is there improvement? And you know what, I've gone the wrong way. I'm too busy gassing and I've gone the wrong way. It's the next turning you need. So it's not a very pretty looking vehicle, this, by all means, but it is capable of doing the job you set it out to do. Was white the obvious colour to choose when you're in a white map? Probably not. Out of all the colours that are available for it, there are some camouflage colours and stuff, but nothing that I found interesting to use. Kept it white to try and keep it nice and clean looking. So bit of a slow down in the mud, which the 3880 doesn't do. So I do apologise if you can hear the noise there. I've got some new kittens and they've learnt how to run around, and they are running around like nutters across the flooring. apologies in advance for that. And you know what I've done? And you've probably all spotted it. I've forgot to put the trailer on the back. So we need to run back real quick. Leave the garage. Like I said, when you watch me, you're watching me as it would be. I don't cut anything out. I don't add anything to it. You just see the rawness of the video. And it just goes to show I'm human too, and I make mistakes. So let's run to the map. Let's change it back to a nice sunny day. Wow, that is bright. That's very bright. So yeah, Michigan is all done. I'm just making my way through Alaska now. Wisconsin, they're all done. All the latest stuff. Go back to the videos there if you haven't seen them. Most of the contracts and that are all covered for your viewing pleasure. Now they were all done on the old Xbox. Like I said, at the moment I'm using the Xbox Series X. So that's the next one. Should be coming up to our turn right now. Can't believe I forgot to put the trailer on the back. Now, any guys that watch Simply Xbox will know that's probably something that Bobby would do. So let's trundle along. Get these logs picked up. And I do appreciate that this video is dragging on. At least you'll get to see exactly how long it takes, minus maybe a minute or two if you don't make the mistake I did of having the trailers set there. So right, make sure that you're leveled up. We don't want the medium logs, we want the long ones, thank you. Get those loaded up. And off we go. Now you do have to be a little bit more careful with these. Because one, I didn't bring a crane with me because it doesn't fit on this vehicle. And two, if we do lose those logs, that's more time wasted trying to recover them. I must admit, graphics wise, scenery is rather pretty to look at. Now apologies for the brightness, it's not down to any settings that I've done. It's something with the game. For some reason with the Series X, everything does seem a lot brighter, and ever since they've done phase 3 they've seemed to have I think someone slipped with the contrast button. It's probably the best way to say it. Let's pull this around the corner. Now with this load I'm not going to take the shortcut as we get past the pipe. We'll have to go the long way around with this one. I just wanted to show you the performance and the capability of this vehicle. If you decide to choose it yourselves, and by all means. I use it, it works for me. It's got a 700 litre fuel capacity there. Yes, it slows down in the snow, and yes, it slows down in the mud, but it doesn't stop. You know, you will slow down, but it will keep on trucking. So until they bring something out that is a lot better than the 3880, I think that's going to be the king of the trucks. Never mind the Tiger King, it'll be the 3880 King. Might get a bit of slow down here as it goes through the snow. Thought it might. Just tap the L button just to get it on its way. Now obviously if you're playing this in multiplayer, mods wise, you should be able to now with the new RAM update. They've added about 40% more RAM capacity. Oh, I was just about to take that left turn. Nearly took that left turn then. I'm so used to cutting down there. But yeah, they've added about 40% more RAM capacity. So hopefully that should work in everyone's favour, and if you're playing multiplayer, you should be able to get the vehicles that you need. Talk it through amongst yourselves, see who wants to use what. Quite simple to do, just like we did before they started interfering with the RAM. You know, that's how we all dealt with it. We all spoke to each other, we all asked which vehicles it is that we wanted. The majority of the vote usually won, and we were all happy as Larry. So now with different types of Xboxes, the oldish one, which is the one that I had prior to this, which was one of the first ones that came out, that struggled immensely once they sorted the RAM issues. That really did start to struggle. With this one, no, it's not too bad. Yes, you can limit it out, but not as much as the older ones do. Making our way downtown, as the song would say. Try not to clip those back wheels, because if this tips over you will lose the load and it is a nightmare to recover. We won't be needing the fuel station, not today. We've still got 609 litres left, thank you very much. If you're enjoying this video, please leave a like, that'd be very nice. If there's something you'd rather see different done, then leave that in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you as soon as humanly possible. While you're at it, if you are going to comment and you are going to leave a thumbs up to say that you like the video, you might as well hit that subscribe button and hit that notifications bell while you're there, just to keep you up to date and see what other adventures we end up going on. Most of these now will be logging adventures until phase 4 is released. What the news is on phase 4, I have no idea at the moment, but when I do, I'm sure I will be one of the first to jump on and let you guys in on the secrets. Now they said it is going to be something big, something amazing. Whether that stands true is yet to be seen. There's a lot of different opinions when it comes to this game. People welcomed it with open arms, and then when they started playing it they realised how many bugs there were and how broken the game was. But if you're new to the game and you've only been playing it for the last couple of months and you've noticed some of the breakages and the bugs that have been appearing, they're nothing compared to what they were in the beginning when the game first was released. So they really have made an effort in trying to make the game as stable as possible. Yes, we're all complaining about the RAM issues, and yes, the game still has bugs and it still glitches out from time to time. But this isn't the only game out on Xbox or PS5 or PlayStation, PC. You know, all consoles have those games that have their little quirks and their little disadvantages. This is just one of them. Unfortunately, it's just got a few more than normal. So anyway, enough about that. We're at the cargo management. Let's get these unloaded and see what we get as a reward. So there you go, 624 stars and 5,670 in cash. Now that was the timber contract. I've been Cerberus. If you've liked this episode, hit that like button. Leave your comments down below on what you'd like to see next. Hit subscribe if you haven't already done so, and the notifications bell. Keep you up to date on everything I do. And in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Take care of each other, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.